It wasn't me, I tell ya. Even if I might have sounded like I was on a rant. It's my smart-ass phone, I tell ya. Somehow it knows when to keep its mouth shut. There goes Oreo walking around back there.
Yeah, I see he went down DC yesterday. And
oh man, that old man's out there in the sun. Bo Spider and that old man.
Oh, yeah. They were there, been there a while.
Hey, Joe! They should get out of the heat.
Yeah, we're fine.
In the sun?
Yeah, we're fine.
I guess they're
I
old.
must be
They're old enough to.
sweeter.
They're old enough to know,
Thank you.
right? Old enough to know enough to get out of the sun. One more. Where are these going? Alright, that's done. Anything else done?
Hey guys, hang on. We have work to do.
These are all hamburgers.
Gonna use them for
Pretty big. Too big.
We're over here in the kitchen
Yes, it's done.
and we're getting ready for the lunch today.
Yeah. Oh, these are hamburgers. Potato roll. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3,
more hamburgers.
5, 6. Are they good? They gotta be nice. We can serve them.
Yeah, they just kind of more.
Yeah, that's what she wants to make. She wants to make sure they look good. If they don't look good, don't do it.
Well, we can save them for later.
Well, but we need, what I need is a count for today.
Yeah. But I meant we can save the squash ones and make it for others.
Yeah, we will. We have to know how many hot dog and hamburger buns are there.
Nothing. There's no hamburger.
None.
There's no hamburgers, so wait a minute. No hamburgers on hot dogs.
Wait. What?
Okay, all right. They have an extra chicken in that barbecue over there.
You know, if you just don't do that, Victoria will only be buying hot dogs. You know,
Yeah, we gotta throw them out.
Well, no, we won't. We'll make dog food out of them. No.
Bill brought these up.
There's 2 in here, but they're trying to.
I know, that's what I have.
Yeah,
These
whatever.
Not
over
too
here.
nice looking. Let me put
Yeah,
them
these
together.
are, there's 8, but
Ever
they're
since having a
they're
bunch of
squash
bags, I'll
white.
put them together.
Well, you know what? We can always use this to make stuffing. We'll make stuffing,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
bread stuffing.
Oh, that's
Ladies, how about homemade bread stuffing with mashed bread?
too hot dog here, but
But you're right.
they're in the oven now.
Yeah, because that way we can utilize it instead of throwing it out. I mean, all it is squash, and we gotta rip it up anyhow if we're
Yeah.
making stuffing. So yeah, all this extra.
Oh, yeah, we'll use them.
Yeah, we'll put all the stuff all the stuff that's no good in the here,
Oh, that'll be all right.
and then we'll just make stuffing.
All right.
Yeah, they're buying all that.
Okay, here we go. All the squash stuff, and then we'll make stuffing one night.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Very good. These
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're not heavy.
Yeah, well, we can just, because it's gonna
Something to
get
carry
squashed
them in there
anyhow.
with. Mainly.
Okay.
You want me to take them in?
Would you please?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Now, do these go in too?
I don't know if we're gonna leave them out for people to munch on. And these
right.
potato pancakes.
Yeah, they're
Nobody
pretty
eats
cold.
them, I just won't throw them.
Yeah, but they're pretty cold too.
They're still a little warm, but not too many people wanted them this morning anyway.
Oh, I was just had so much breakfast that I couldn't get it because I wouldn't be able to eat it.
Yeah.
Because breakfast was delicious.
Are we gonna serve on
All
this
right.
table?
Okay.
He said.
Okay. We've only got 2 packs of new hot dogs, and these are hamburgers, which are all good. We took the other ones away. So we have 28, and we have, yeah, they're fresh. We just brought these. Yeah. They brought these, so if we need these, otherwise.
You don't want us to use them as
I wouldn't, not for us, but for the public, all I need is a live stream to see that and say we're
See what?
that says June 6th. We're well past that date. This is July.
That's July
This is
6th.
June. This is June. Either fine. June. Slider. I hate to be like that. That's just
No,
nothing.
you're
It would
right.
take one damn thing for somebody to blow it out of proportion. You have a paper and a pen.
Yeah.
And I'll mess that up.
No.
You said you don't have a pen or paper. Sorry, I know I'm asking.
Yeah, she's getting it.
Oh, okay. Nona is going to go to the store, but she said she has EBT. I said, are you asking for reimbursement? And she said no. I said, okay, then if you don't mind, then that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to count these, or he just brought those?
Is it?
Bill brought them. Count these pages.
Yeah, right. So 33 pounds, 80, 20.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not getting your butt though. I hate when people are streaming and it's like right on your butt.
How many are in a pack?
No, you didn't see salmon loaf. It is chicken. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess the generators that you don't realize that they are, yeah, really loud in your ears. So we're gonna go back over here. That's what we were gonna do for the, yeah, but I was like, I don't know how because of, right, for the inside, it's like there's nothing on the inside to hook it to. It was a pop-up one. Now there again, I don't know if we can, one side and come around and, how the mister is. I don't know how long it is.
Right now it just has to be put together.
Okay.
I can put the heads however far apart we need them.
Uh-huh.
I was just looking at how we're going to
Right. Because it would have to, we could always, I don't think that would, but maybe a PVC pole over the top, because there's, we have a top up here, and we could hang it or bungee it on the inside then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the pipe is.
I'm thinking clothespins.
But would that hold it up? Those clamps, if you have the clamps, clothespins, I'm not sure if they would be strong enough to hold it. Because now you have to remember the water and the pressure.
Well, the pressure's coming from that building. So, it's not going to be a whole lot of pressure. I think this will work.
Okay. Yeah, if we had those heavy-duty clamps, they would work.
Let me see if I can come up with some clamps or some clothespins. Alright, so on the other side of the
What's that?
I'm going to work on.
You're in charge of that one? That's cool.
We'll be able to make something work.
That's cool. And this is my chair. I was just going to let it in here because that way if somebody's coming in and they're way, way hot and they really need to cool off, they can always sit down and cool off if they're that bad. Let me know if you need anything. Hal, somebody was asking to do an interview. Like, new guy? Well, which one's that? Because it's like some people are new.
People come and go.
Right.
I'm new, but not new.
I know. That's what I was saying.
I'm new here in West Virginia. I'm not new to the movement.
Right. You were in Hagerstown.
I was in Hagerstown for a month.
Yeah. Let's go. Leah, you mind hanging out with us for a little bit? Yeah, but who wants to hang out and all that kind of good stuff with the adults, right?
Which is your channel? What do you stream to?
GLoLady.
Okay.
GLoLady.
Your stream.
Yeah. I stay incognito as much as possible. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't even remember which one of you guys were asking me to interview Hal. And Hal is not new. I met him way back in Hagerstown.
Back in March.
Yeah. Film elsewhere while they get ready. Yeah, I know. I don't know if you hear that, but I'm gonna move to another angle because you are correct in the generator. The background noise behind us over by the truck. You wanna? Because I'm like.
You want to go over there?
Yeah, you wanna go over there? All right, hang on, guys. We're gonna make sure that you can hear because that generator, we're not gonna get rid of that generator. Oh, wait, cool. And I'll tell you, you see that right there? That kind of sums up Hal. It's like he does things and he doesn't need to be told. He just sees something that would make life a whole lot easier and he does it. You know, like bringing chairs over for us to do the interview. And that's cool. It's cool when people...
How's that sound to the
when people
audience?
do that. Can you guys hear the sound? You're buffering too bad. It's hard to interview when you're noun or constantly. When you're in a noun or constantly all day, you do need better reception. Yeah, I know. That's one reason why, or another reason why I'm not here all the time, because I can't get work done because you're right. The reception does suck. So hopefully this interview will come out and you guys can hear. And I'm sure that Hal has other interviews that are out there on the internet.
No, I don't. I'm
You
not
don't?
really into...
Well, I thought that
Not
you
really
had given
into-
some up in Hagerstown.
No, I really didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, wow, because you have such a great story that people need to hear more of
It's a bit of a private story, but, you know, it was an experience for sure.
Every time you have a near-death experience, it's life-changing in your attitude. He's working a little bit answering his...
Yeah, I'm here. I was looking up your channel because I was going to send it to my wife.
Oh, wait, cool. Wait,
Is
cool.
this you, GLoLady?
GLoLady.
It's GLO, not Go.
Yeah,
my
GLO.
name.
Yeah, GLO, LADY, one word. I had invented glow-in-the-dark clothing and glow-in-the-dark safety products, and I didn't want to be known as just the glow-in-the-dark. I wanted to be known as a person who kept glowing, like, you know, the go for it. So that's me. Yep. So that's why I decided to go without the W.
I'm sharing this with my wife right now. She's back in Rockville, Maryland.
Oh, wait, cool.
I'm from Rockville, Maryland, and pretty much born and raised in Rockville, Maryland. I traveled around for a little bit, but I'm here now. I just sent her a link so she can watch.
Oh, wait, cool. Yeah, you're right. The camera, it's on. I'm on a tripod, but the tripod isn't exactly the steadiest either because it's on my lap. But also not just because it's on my lap and you know I'm trying to hold it still, but it's glitching. So it looks like it might be skipping more than what it really is. So, this is Hal.
Hi.
I met Hal back in Hagerstown for those of you who are just joining. And somebody had asked earlier about doing an interview with the new guy. And, You know, I was like, okay, which new guy? Because there's always new people coming in and out. And especially if you're new to watching what's going on, yeah, you would think that Hal was a new one. But really, he's been hanging around for a while. So, okay, you ready, Hal?
Yes.
Let's take it on. What would you like to tell the world?
Coming up on an anniversary of a near-death experience I had on June the 29th last year. Okay.
Thank you for telling us, Leah.
So,
On June the what?
well, on June the 19th last year, I got infected by people who received the injection. I got their
from the
prions shed.
The spike proteins?
Their spike protein prions entered my body. I don't want everybody just to think that every injected person is going to infect you, but I was working in an office, and I'm largely retired since 2012. I have one customer that would call me every 4 or 5 years for some work, and I would go in and do computer work, and they called in June last year and asked if I could come in, and I went in, and they had all just gone out for an injection party, and they all went out, got the same vaccine at the same time, 15 people in the same office.
And it didn't have an air circulation.
And
it wasn't
the
enclosed.
building was one of the worst buildings I've ever been in with air circulation. That building always had stale air in Chevy Chase, Maryland.
Yeah.
And I felt really, really sick. And I got monkeypox. I got something that looked like the monkeypox. It covered my entire body.
Oh, wow.
I had blisters, and they were raised blisters. And if you just touched them, they would bleed.
Ooh.
And then they would go away, and it would break out in another spot until at one point it covered from the top of my head to the top of my feet, every piece of skin on my body.
Oh, wow.
10 days later, I was bleeding internally, and I didn't know it. On June the 29th last year, I got up to go to the bathroom at 2 in the morning, and I passed out because I had no blood in my body.
Oh, wow.
I fought it till 9 in the morning. I finally couldn't even crawl to the bathroom without passing out. I called the ambulance. By the time I got to the hospital, I was 2 hours from being dead.
Wow.
I got to the hospital. They didn't know what was wrong with me. They knew I was bleeding, and they were type crossing and matching blood for me. They gave me 10 units of red blood cells. They gave me 2 units of frozen platelets, gallons of saline, all kinds of antibiotics, and a unit of iron. And all the blood that was leaking out of my stomach into my body came out on the ER table. For me, it kind of went blurry at that point. And about 2 months later, I had a moment of clarity to that moment, that time in the hospital, and came back to me exactly what happened. I'm lying there in the ER by myself, and I'm looking around there, and there's nobody there, and I don't know why, but it's like I said, I need a bedpan because I gotta go, and nobody came. And then the next thing I know, I'm yelling as loud as I could, I'm bleeding, and then it went black. Everything went dark. I went through a tunnel. I visited parts of my life. Parts of my life I would regret had I not made them right. Things I'd done that I wasn't very proud of that I haven't made right. And judgment at the source is final judgment. And I was asked one question. There's no words, it's thoughts. But how have you accomplished your mission? And my answer was 3 words. I could do more. And then I woke up. 2 months after this, I asked my wife why she was at the hospital. Because I didn't remember, Jimmy, because I don't know how she got there. It was just, I woke up and she was there. And she said they called to say, come and say goodbye to your husband. We don't know if we can save him.
Wow.
So 4th of July last year, I was at Suburban Hospital fighting to stay alive.
And that's what a big part of it is. It's
March the 15th.
fighting to stay alive, having that will to stay alive.
Yeah, March the 15th was my 34th wedding anniversary. And I woke up on March 5th and I looked at my wife, Iris, can't be with you today. I have to go to Hagerstown. I'm gonna go
Wow.
fight.
Yeah.
Got to get my freedom back.
Yeah.
And drove up every day.
Yeah, I saw
It's
you
an hour and a
there.
half drive,
a
hour
lot.
and 20-minute drive. Spend 10 hours, drive home every night because I do dog rescue and I have to take care of my dogs. I'm here
you
now
did
because I got
lot
a
of
dog adopted
service.
and I'm able to be here because my wife can take care of my other dog.
Uh-huh.
So I'm able to come up here and spend a few more days at a time. I can spend a night.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
so that's my story. I can tell you it changed my life. It changed all of my beliefs.
But I thought that you did service even prior to your near death.
Well, I've been a dog rescue person 14 years.
Right,
I've been a foster
you've
daddy
done-
for 209 foster dogs.
Yeah, you've done a lot of service work.
And I placed 206 dogs. God applied for my dog Ninja.
Yeah.
And I had to accept his application because Ninja couldn't live anymore.
Yeah.
Ninja would have been 12 on May the 19th.
Yeah.
On April the 15th, I had to take him in because he was dying.
I had to put my dog, one of my chihuahuas, I'm the chihuahua mama, and I had to put my mama down on May 4th. I had to make that decision to do what was best for her and not what I wanted, and it sucks.
It's all about what's right for them.
Yeah.
So I have Ninja's brother at home. Ninja and Saber came to me February of 21. They lived 11 years with their family, and the family retired and went to travel. They didn't have time for their 11-year-old dogs. For 11 years, they largely lived in a garage.
Wow.
And when I went to go meet these dogs, I knew they were old. I knew they weren't popular dogs.
Right.
I knew I would probably never say goodbye to them.
Uh-huh.
I
You knew that
they would
you
stay
would,
with me to
they
the
would
end.
be forever. Yeah.
I didn't really want that to happen. It happened.
Uh-huh.
I could not walk away and let those dogs live another day in that garage. So
Yeah.
I had to take them. But yeah, that's.
So you still have them?
I have his brother.
Oh, he was the one that you got when they were already 11?
Yes, and this is the brother. This is Saber, his brother.
Yeah.
They look very different, but they're brothers from the same mother, different fathers.
Yeah.
And then I placed on April the 20th, I pulled a dog out of the Montgomery County shelter 5 days after Ninja died.
Now, who's this?
This is Clay. Clay just got adopted a week ago.
Oh, wow. It's like, where's the eyeballs? He looks like he's all hair. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's cute.
So he just got adopted. And, yeah, I just got a text today from his family. He went to see the vet, and he was a good boy for the vet.
Oh, way cool.
At the shelter, he bit the vet,
Oh, wow.
but he was going to neuter him, so I would have bit him. I would have bit them too. He has to get neutered.
Yeah, it's like I can't imagine why he would bite somebody when he's going to be deneutered.
Yeah, he was 3 years old. He got neutered at the shelter at.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Well, dogs, they got to do that. It's
Oh, no,
something
it's
that
I agree with that because it seems like unless you neuter a male, they like to lift their leg a little bit too much to mark their territory.
they do that. They do that
Yeah.
after a certain age. They,
Yeah.
they start marking.
Yep,
And
and
then
then they keep it up.
They don't want to
and
be around other dogs that
Yeah.
are not fixed.
Yeah.
And other dogs that are not fixed don't want to be around dogs that are.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And female dogs can get breast cancer. And
Yeah.
male dogs can get testicular cancer if they don't get neutered. So
Okay, you're trying to find the camp. All right. I'm not sure where you're at, but I will tell you that we are in between 81 and 11.
323.
We are off of exit 323 on 81. And
Route 11. Route 11.
yeah, Route 11. I don't know if we have any mods in here with the address. Hold on.
I have the address. I can look it up.
Well, there were quite a few of us who were in camp or in DC yesterday. Okay, here we go. How's looking up the address?
The address here is 12828. I'll repeat. 12828 Winchester Avenue, Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
It's right at the state line. So if you're on 81 and you're going south in West Virginia, you will get off of the Virginia exit 323 and then turn to the left, go over the bridge to the next red light, turn left at that intersection. You'll see a Shell station, Dunkin' Donut across Catty Corner to the right, an Amazon fulfillment center straight ahead, and you'll want to make a left right there on 11. And then there are signs out front, and I'm not quite sure who is out there, but when you get to them, tell them that you have a delivery for GLoLady, and they will probably show you or tell you how to get in around. Other than, I mean, if it's something that you can carry, or if you need, I don't know quite how much, or I mean how large, but if, yeah. So just let them know. Now that's not for all y'all. Just somebody was bringing me some yarn, bringing some yarn to donate. Not saying I'm gonna keep all of it. Trust me, my car has limited. But if I can find a couple of skeins that I don't have. My music GLoLady is several garbage bags. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, bring it around, because I know that there are other people here who crochet, and that might even be a class that we can teach somebody how to crochet if they don't know. That's it. A good way to make things is crocheting. Yep, Hal rescues dogs. He's rescued 200 and how many?
209 foster dogs. I'm a foster daddy for homeless dogs. I started as a volunteer for a group in Potomac, Maryland, and I volunteered for 8 different rescue groups. And in January of 2012, I founded Home at Last Sanctuary, a public charity, because after you foster for 8 different groups, you figure out that you can do it better than everybody else, and you got to start your own thing. So I did, and I started my own thing. It's very different. I take dogs from owners before they have to be surrendered at shelters that they might be at risk of being killed. And I do pull dogs only out of the Montgomery County, Maryland shelter, my local shelter where I live. A lot of rescue groups pull dogs from faraway places like South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, where dogs in that shelter are euthanized at 90%. That means that if 100 dogs go in, only 10 come out alive in those places. So the rescue groups have them pulled up here, and then they put them in foster homes, and that's what I do. I foster. And we put them on the internet, we screen people, and if it's a good match, we also do something a little different. we take the dog to the adoptive family's house to do a home visit and meet and greet, and then we go away and come back if it's going to turn into an adoption. So we want to make sure that our dogs are happy where they go and the people are happy with them, that there's no second guessing, because I can't take them all back. I have placed 206 dogs. If they start coming back, I have a problem.
Yeah, I would say. So you want to make sure that they got a good home to begin
I
with.
live in a townhouse neighborhood. I can't have all these dogs.
So you rescue them one at a time?
I do as many as 4 at a time in the townhouse.
Yeah.
When I started, I lived in a house in Potomac. I was taking as many as 6 at a time. But I
Yeah.
don't have any way to separate dogs in a townhouse.
Oh.
They have to live like
They have to live together. This
they have
is
to
how
live
it
like
is.
family, and if
Yeah.
they don't live like family, it don't work.
Right.
Which means
Right.
sometimes I can't leave the house,
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks at a time when I get a new dog.
Oh,
Because,
yeah. Because you
just
got to
gotta
make sure.
My
Yeah.
wife is there, but she can't break up.
Right, and there again, depending on the dogs, you get a pack mentality, and it's like the chickens. They'll, if there's a sick one or whatever,
What we
they'll keep
experience is,
pecking it.
might call it jealousy. It's also called resource guarding. And after a dog comes to us and they spend a couple of days, they never really want to leave. They know they've landed in a great place.
Yeah.
They really know. And then they start acting like this is my place. And then they start pushing each other around, One will be sitting in the lap, the other comes over, and the one sitting in the lap says, this is my lap, get out of here.
Yeah, the
You have to-
alphas.
You have to remind. No, it's not really. It's just that they have to go through a little hell before they get to heaven. And
Yeah.
the hell is before me. It's a heaven afterwards. So,
Yeah, yeah.
So I handpick every people that adopt. I handpick them.
That's
And
cool.
This last dog, I went through 117 applications.
Wow.
The 118th application I got
Yeah.
was the adopted.
Yeah.
I got a couple applications after that, but that was effectively the last application I got.
Wow.
And it's happened like that the last several dogs.
So when people want to adopt a dog through you, do you have a list of
I have a website,
applications?
home@lastsanctuary.org. home@lastsanctuary.org.
Okay.
And
You have a
I'm
card
also
to throw
on
it up on
YouTube, and I'm also on Facebook. And I only have one dog right now, Saber.
That was a black one that you showed us.
Can you see that?
Hold on, let me back up now. Okay, can you guys... Is that clear, you guys? Not sure. Hold on. You might have to put it up to a higher resolution to see it, because that's the wind blowing and...
Just the bottom, the address and the name.
Oh, okay.
It's at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Here, hold still. No, that one doesn't want to. Well, hopefully you guys can see it. Out of focus. Oh, read it out loud. Would you read it out loud for me?
Well,
Or
my
you want me to-
website is home@lastsanctuary.org. Those are 4 words, like HA, the initials are HA.
Okay.
You get it. And on Facebook, I'm Hal Saves Dogs, all is one word. Hal Saves Dogs, HALSAVESDOGS. And if you want to see my convoy videos, I have another YouTube channel. It's Automate For You, AUTOMATE, the number 4, the letter U. So I have Automate For You on YouTube, and I have Hal Saves Dogs on YouTube.
Way cool. So if anybody wants to get a hold of them or for whatever reason, now you have a way to contact Hal. And whoever was asking about getting an interview for the new guy, hope that you hung around until we found out who Al was.
Love and peace. Love and peace. I wanted to also tell everybody I've been carrying my flag upside down. And I was carrying my flag upside down in Hagerstown during the convoy. So some people asked me, well, actually,
Some
my
people
daughter's in New Zealand.
are upset.
My daughter saw this on
Away.
Cesnick's channel, at Kansas's channel, sent me the picture and said, Daddy, why is your flag upside down?
Yeah.
So I wrote this to her. I'm going to read it
Yeah,
for you.
read it. Read it.
Recently, I was seen carrying the American flag upside down, supporting the convoy movement. Displaying the American flag is a symbol of patriotism. I personally love and respect the flag of the United States of America. When the flag is flying, there's still hope. When the country is overtaken, that country flies their flag. When you claim new territory, you plant your flag. When your country is under attack, you display the flag upside down. When your country is in extreme distress, you fly your flag upside down. The flag is always the first into battle. The person who carries that flag doesn't carry a gun. His job is to carry that flag and defend it with his life. If he falls, the guy behind him drops his weapon and he picks up the flag and he's now become the flag man. If he dies and the last man steps up to take that flag, he turns that flag upside down to say, this is it. It's over. If we don't get help now, it's the end. The American flag should only be flown upside down as a signal of dire distress in instance of extreme danger to life or property, according to the U.S. Flag Code. I'm carrying my father-in-law's flag, and I asked my wife on March the 5th, before I came to the convoy, if I could take her daddy's flag. 57 years ago, my wife's father dropped dead in front of her of a brain aneurysm. She was 12. For 57 years, this flag being flown upside down. It's in my car. I'll bring it out later.
Yeah, your picture's upside down. There we go.
This flag being flown upside down. And I asked my wife if I could bring her daddy's flag. And she said that he would be really sad what's going on in America today and honored if I brought the flag. So I carry my flag upside down to
signify that, hey,
we're fighting the final fight. And if we don't win, it's all over.
That's it. Amen to that one. That's why all of us are out here, trying to keep it going. Was that somebody looking for me? Okay.
Peace, love, everybody.
Say thank you, Hal.
Thank you for being here.
It was good for the interview. I mean, we've talked, but I didn't stream way back. I mean, I might have streamed a couple of them, but I really never got to interview a lot of people that I would like to have known more about their story.
Glad that we had this opportunity.
So,
Thanks.
yeah. And keep up the good work. That's how we make a change in society.
Yeah, we got to get our word heard.
That's it.
Crazy Joe got to go.
What'd you say? You can't fix stupid? Did you hear that? Stupid? Biden's stupid.
I'll put that back.
Oh, thank you, Hal. Much appreciated.
Well, now that I have an opportunity to cool off,
Yeah.
I'm going to see what I can do to be back in service here.
Thank you, Hal. There we go. We have a Nice little stage setup. No, honey, my dogs and my cat are not here. It's too freaking hot for me, let alone for my animals. But thank you for your concern. Yeah, no, I don't have my animals out here. I have near and dear friends for the last 40 years who have been second parents to my animals. And yeah, it was too hot. I do know when it's too hot for my animals. Even though they are chihuahuas, they really do not like when it's this freaking hot. And Thomas, he really doesn't like when it's this freaking hot. And if there was more grass out here, then yeah. But no. It's really too hot for human consumption to just hang out in the parking lot. Now, if you want to talk about a van down by the river, well, yeah, that's a good one. I'm back. Grab one of my cigarettes. So you just came with me to my thing. You don't quite understand dogs. There's a dog that can go obviously underneath the cool, but it wants to stay out in the sun. So you give options, same as giving options to people. You want to go under the shade where it's nice and cool? Or do you want to stay out in the sun and get a suntan? Well, ever since I was young, I wasn't one to just sit in the sun and slather on the suntan lotion and wait for that tan. I couldn't understand how people could do that. No, I'd rather be swimming in the pool or in the ocean or on a whatever. Whoa, look at this. What a play yard. Oh, this is a cool spot. Baby daycare. Way cool.
There's only one baby.
Well, that's okay. There might be more coming. He just can't wait to play with those balloons. Are you giving him one? Why don't you just give him one to play with? Don't fill it the whole way so he can squish it.
No, I'm gonna give him an air one.
Oh, but those aren't as fun as the water ones. And he might throw it at you, and it'll pop and you'll get wet too.
Except I don't know how to tie this.
Oh, look at that. It even has a how to fill a water bottle. Way cool.
Right here.
Yeah.
Mom, I forget how to.
Oh, I'm sure that you'll be seeing the kids in a little bit. Nothing like a water balloon battle on a hot day. I'm going to come in here underneath the shade tent and catch up with all your comments. And oh, Lolo, stop this. What'd I miss? The laugh kills me. What? Stop laughing. Laughing's the best medicine. What you guys talking about? Lolo, I thought we were keeping Jay and my sister's relationship quiet for now, but you have talked to her recently. And me have. Oh, good that they counted the kids. Hey, what up? Always good. How about you?
You're smoking there, young lady.
Hey, it's a cigarette. Would you like a drag?
No, I'm smoking weed.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's legal. Yeah. See, I roll my own cigarettes, and a lot of people. Well, you're the second one today that was like, "Oh, I was just going over there to roll one," you know. But it's a good thing.
This is nice. You got a nice little shade.
Yeah, a friend of mine had given this pop-up, and Hippie Mama was walking around looking to see if somebody had a tent to make a one of those misting tents. And I said, well, I have this. It's, 8 by 10. And, I don't know what somebody was looking at to see, but hey, a little bit of water mist is, better than none. And then I said I'd leave my chair in here because if somebody is that exhausted and they need that they can actually come and sit and cool off. Well, they're still, yeah. Yeah, well, here's the hose. Now it's just, I guess they're trying to figure out how to rig it, and
Is this water for us?
yeah, it's coming from over there, which
That bucket there. What's the story?
that bucket there I used for a weight because if you don't have weights on the tent, it was gonna blow over. I mean, even the wind was rocking the screen.
I didn't hear no dinner bell.
There's hot dogs up there on the grill. Dinner
right.
ain't ready yet.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
get a
the
hot dog.
chicken. I heard you. I had watermelon, ice cold. It was good. Okay. Oh man, what'd I miss? Looks like I missed some gossip. Now I gotta scroll back and find out. Or else somebody can fill me in. Sweetheart, Quaaludes are pharmaceuticals. Anything pharmaceutical is bad news. You haven't learned that yet? Yeah, I'm American Spirit. What am I missing, Lolo? You're telling jokes and I don't get to know. Told you I thought you were hilarious. No, we already had this rally planned before the Roe versus Wade decision yesterday. Had it not been for the rally being planned, I wouldn't doubt that there might have been some people going down. There are people who had gone down to cover the event. If you did not see Oreos or Glory Bee, they were both downtown in DC. There's no shoe drops the week. We're planning by Santa. Yeah, but we didn't know when it was coming down. We knew when, but we didn't know exactly when. You had a talk show, I would watch every second of it. Oh, well, guess what? GLoLady TV. Hashtag GLoLady TV. Might be able to find you a bunch of them. But if you look on GLoLady and you scroll down, you can go under GLoLady TV, and that'll have some of my TV shows. You can also go on Vimeo. Vimeo also has TV shows, or GLoLady TV, some of the shows that I produced. I produced over 300 hours of programming, so not all of them are uploaded onto YouTube. Maybe one of these days I will have the ability to. I've lost quite a few uploads to Zing, XING. I had uploaded, and yeah, I that was when it was free, and then next thing you know, they're charging, and that's a Chinese company. So what are we yapping about? Santa know about that. I'm on his own wish list. Is he trying to deny freedom if he's needs? Well, I think that if you heard that, then you might also have heard what else he said after that, where, sorry, I was just looking at the car coming in, where he had, acknowledged that, yeah, that there's a wish list, but if anything on that wish list can be found at a local mom and pops, and have them ship it or something on the order of, it's right now the wealth concentration, excuse me, going to the corporations. Right now we're going through the greatest wealth transfer from the poor to others to make them richer. And that is the agenda of quite a few. I can't say that they're exactly boycotting. And yeah, there you go. There are small businesses on Amazon. That's very, very true. Because I was even considering putting some products on Amazon. Okay, the whistle girl yesterday, didn't you hear him yell at her as he turned his back and ran? No, I wasn't watching Wizzies yesterday, so I cannot tell you. Yeah, I'm trying to get it so that I can read. Because it's like sometimes it just goes too fast and you gotta go back over it again, and yeah. Let me see, COVID vaccine, alright, make it our own, shut up the government, owns you, very interesting. Reading these comments, laugh my ass off, just awesome, thank you, all my BTM friends. What is that, who we have, BTM, who's out there? Who asked me to stay in accepting my apology? Oh, are you following me? I need fresh air, be right back. Yeah, everybody needs fresh air. You need that vitamin D. When things shut down, yeah, you could find me on top of the mountain on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I social distance away from all the crazy nuts out there in the world, and sitting on top of my sweet spot, I could keep an eye on what's going on and research on my phone up on top of the mountains. And I'll tell you what, that was pretty darn cool. Got to research a whole lot of stuff before a whole lot of stuff got hidden from y'all. Up, here comes in. What you need?
No, I was just looking at your team.
Ah, the misting isn't here yet. I don't know who's censoring. I don't know. I don't know. Say about the rally today, GLoLady. Every rally is exciting in its own form and fashion. And to tell you the truth, if people come out here on such a really hot afternoon, more power to them. I mean, we're kind of getting used to the difference in the temperatures because we're out here. And if you guys don't understand the quick shift in temperatures, that's how people get sick. You know, the extreme heat to extreme colds. That's why we have, you know, in the fall where a lot of people have the, you know, the common cold. It's the shifting of, and our body's not regulating the temperatures. So it's all part of the pandemic. It's all part of the world dominance. You guys should check out Amazing Polly. Go to amazingpolly.net. If you've ever had any questions as I was just ready to say that whoever was bringing the yarn, like Marlene or Mary, or I'm pretty sure it starts with an M. Let me see, make sure to introduce to newcomer. A lot of people are discouraged when they don't meet anyone. You got that, Michelle. Most definitely. Water under the troll bridge. Oh no, Lolo, not yet. Just wait. Hopefully we'll be able to get this mister set up and that the water won't evaporate fast enough or too fast before it makes it to the kids' play area. That's why I put the tent right here so that it was close so that the water will trickle down. I don't know if that's a smart idea or not, but there isn't dirt, so it would probably just cool down. But they're on mats and a rug, so it's not like they're even on. But we'll see. Stop wearing my mask in bed. Brain feels smarter. Misting fans. Yeah, I don't know what the misting what they're setting up, but I'll tell you, it's gonna, that water that's sitting there in that hose right now, somebody will be getting a scalding hot shower until it's rigged up, and yeah, they definitely have to let that water run for a few, because it's yeah. I mean, unless you wanted to get a warm shower. meet people, but my mom's not good. Blessings. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rita. Is that the Are you the one that had brought the yarn? Of like a warm spring, warm smelling face. Spread the smile. Yeah, you got it. You got to smile. Lizzie needs to take a female bodyguard with him if he gets the courage. Her sanity will thank you if you ban the dojo. Was with Antifa. Move out of here?
Well, we're going to turn this into start working on that on the inside of here.
Way cool. Look, he's one. But we're gonna have a misting tent when it's done. Hang on, guys. Let me get my. You want me to take the chair out of here? Get it out of your way too?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Say, come on, guys. Nobody's in here. It's interesting. Mr. Colt. Angle this. Oh, you know what? It's wheelchair. Should definitely sit in it and ask for money. Who's that crap? Roll. Chat. That can cause. Why aren't you helping with things rather than just. Well, I guess if you did. Is a horn. The man fail. I'm supposed to ask. Hang on. I'm supposed to ask. on the on. Yes, Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keith. They're asking. Oh, he's.
They already know.
People know me.
Spill it, buddy. Spill
He can get in trouble. His anonymous name is Keith. What? Yes, we're gonna spread more rumors.
Type in your search bar. Keith. It's gonna come right up.
Clearly, do you have time to peek? No, I didn't. Angle. Somebody's asking. Sorry. Go over there. Did you leave him at the But his wife's out of the country. That doesn't mean she can't still kill. She has friends in high places.
They ain't the ones that have things, the ones at low places I worry about.
There you go. There you go. That's why you're here, right? You know how to live with people. We know how to live off the land. We are survivors. Oh, are you the one who brought those? Are you the author? Somebody was telling me.
Hey, I got his full name and address.
Get that off of there.
Somebody had one of those books, and I'm like, oh, where did you get that?
He just said I can have one, so if
Are you going to tell me more about them? You want to do it on here so people can know what?
No. I'm not good at all.
Mr. Meyer.
Okay, you ready for this?
You gonna sign it? Even though you're the writer?
Kim Power. I hope this finds you well. Let me go on this side where I can get right by the microphone. I hope this finds you well. It was well received by Governor Rick Perry and others I've passed it on to. If you like the book, buy one for a friend. This book was written 50 years ago, and the sequel contains all the original text. I find the chart listing the media outlets on page 98 to be a profound summation of the assault on our intelligence. Everything occurring today validates this book and its sequel. This is not some new revelation about some newly developing ideology. I've known these facts for nearly 40 years and lost nearly everything once because I chose to ignore them. If you appreciate this gift, post the fundraiser for my sister's grandson to help him finishing his training for his dream. Just a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. Keith Myers. There's his number. They'll make everything better for all. Another good read, Economics in One Lesson by Henry, what is that? Hazlitt? Hazlitt. Yeah, I'm wearing 6-year-old recycled contacts. What can I say? Sometimes they work better than others. There we are. Anyone following? This is the most entertaining thing I've ever watched. Oh, way cool. I guess your life is dull and boring. That's okay. Maybe larger fonts would help the blur out a Biden statement. What I have found is having a darker background. Why aren't I helping with more? Honey, there's a whole lot of stuff to be done here. And if things are getting done without my help, then they obviously don't need me right now. That doesn't mean that I cannot be used for cleaning up later on when all these people are dog butt tired, and I have been maintaining my energy by entertaining you. Because it's going to be a long, hot day, and I just can't do the heat. Now, yeah, I could go over there and sit in that shade and help the boys over there in the kitchen chop things up. But to tell you the truth, you tend to get in their way when they are going at it. So that job is taken care of. I had volunteered for parking, and that was done. And that is Big D. He's making sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And he didn't tell me that I'm not doing my job. So it's all well and good. Now, if he'd come over and say, "Hey, GLoLady, can you do this? Can you do that?" They know that it's no problem for me to get off my butt and go and do it. Right now it's, well, that's what it, go there and see, yeah. You're welcome. Okay. Now, I guess you guys are yeah. I'm so lazy that I wrote a civil rights lawsuit that I started, and it took me 3 years to appeal it to the Supreme Court for a First Amendment platform for we the people. And a month after it was dismissed from the Supreme Court, the investigation of the former county manager in Buncombe County, Wanda Green, was announced. And during that time that they kept on declaring everyone's innocence, the crime spree of former county manager and the 5 John and Jane Does was increasing. So, yeah. Just because you do not see people doing things doesn't mean people are not doing things. When you speak to someone, you just never know to whom you're speaking to.
Oh, here's something to go with the paper.
Oh, do I get to keep it? Yeah. Is this mine?
It's yours.
Thank you. Thank you. I had heard that you were going to be coming back, and it's like, man, I really want to check this one out. So this is the sequel. This is 50 years and what they added to it.
Yeah.
Is that what the paper?
Yeah, all the original is in there.
So this is all the original, and then plus the update. Thank you. So what do you know about this? What is so important that you have a desire to come out and bring these books out for people?
It tells you where all the communism and socialism started from, where it's coming from.
Right. And this tells where it's all.
And it names names.
Oh, and it names names.
Yeah.
So if the people want to learn about communism,
No. What, who is driving all the communism and socialism that's coming into this country?
so you're talking about like the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, and whoa, your papers are going.
Hey, come back here.
You got him. Going through under there. See, some people can run faster than me, so I allow them to run faster than me, and I just sit on my butt. But really, my thing, and by the time I would take my battery operated and get my big butt up, yeah, you're right. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This is something that I don't quite understand. I just saw another elder lady today driving in the car by herself with her face mask on. For all those people who wore a mask while alone in the car, the new outdoor seatbelt is now available. There we go. Oh, here, look at this. I was just showing my people.
Oh my gosh, I am streaming. Can I do it again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that one yet. Okay, now we're gonna get this one.
Really good.
Get it up a little. Offshore jeweler, President AF. This is joining virtually. You depart. Wow.
These were Joe Biden's instructions for dementia patients.
For the what?
For dementia patients. This is how you instruct somebody who's mentally incompetent.
Oh.
You give him a cheat sheet, so he looks at. You know when you can look at the little sheet. On here.
So what did he do? He held it up backwards so the people could.
Yeah, he was holding it up and they caught it on. This is the man who runs your country.
That's not. That's a sad fact. Did you see this one too?
Oh my gosh, I probably couldn't focus on it. So I'm trying to get a. I'm trying to see about getting a.
The projector, or
Oh, is it for that?
white?
Yeah, the tarp's like.
That kind of looks like it's good.
Oh, that could be. I bet it is. Okay, I better
Yeah,
not split it.
and look at my tent is gonna be turned into a misting tent.
That's amazing.
Hey. Okay, now we're back over here
Put back in
again.
their tent to get them more shade.
So what made listen to Amazing Polly? I don't know if you've ever heard Amazing. Investigative journalist out of Canada. Whoa. Say thank you. Laid a lot of black and white. You know that these people are bad and this is what they're doing, and this book.
Somebody recommended it to me. This was back in the and I was running around. It's called non-dare, call it conspiracy.
Okay.
I spent years looking the none to call it. I thought it was one name, like some foreign name.
Right,
None to call
right.
it. I'm like, I can't find this book anywhere.
So you went in a bookstore looking for it?
Yeah, I found
or?
a book of books, and I said, let me look up this book. And I spent all that time.
How many other books did you find in the process?
I was just
No other book drew you to it during that time that you would not have.
other books.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You read other books that confirmed.
Confirms itself. Life, your life will confirm it. Your life.
Yes. Yes.
What you see, what you
here we have a purpose.
Yeah.
Many are called, few are chosen, or few.
For like the mid '80s. I mean, no, mid 2000, 2003, 4, 5. And I was like, yeah, maybe these people are just tired all their efforts and everything. I said, okay, don't worry about it. Investing and buying things.
Materialistics.
About 2000. And then the crash came.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
Yeah.
if I hadn't
I've lost everything. I don't know how many times. So
because I didn't pay attention to what I knew out of here. I gotta drink that.
Oh, that's probably hot.
That's all right.
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, where's that word? Yeah, I still have one. Still have my cup.
In the book, cost me almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Signs that are pointed to and seen a lot of things and tried to get that compound, and the good Lord says no. And if I had that nice little white picket fence, I wouldn't be living by the grace of God and the divine that tells you it's like, okay, you can continue, fighting the good fight. That's it.
I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, yeah, I said, like, where do the waves always end up?
Yeah, I've been crashing on the beach.
Exactly.
That's it. Especially in a storm. Yeah.
Or just
people, maybe family, mean a whole lot more than a material possession. They're not fill that hole inside. That's just. Hippie, did you get somebody to donate some yarn? No, somebody had come and asked about yarn. I have a thing I'm crocheting, and she's asking you if you see
future reference, anybody that drops something off, it is preferred that they drop it off at that info tent.
Okay.
Because of the threats we've had.
Oh.
Two,
Okay.
it gets.
Well, I had
We do
said
an
to ask
unboxing and
for
we thank
me.
people for their gifts, and without it, apparently there was stuff we missed, and nobody told me it was over here. So,
Oh, really?
we do an unboxing like every other day, so people can see. Oh, we can say thank you for the fans. Or
Right, right.
So,
Well, she had.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. There you go. So I'm not sure,
In the red,
Rita,
red,
if
black,
you can tell me where they are.
Clear bags, we were putting them in the barrier, the live stuff there, silent.
The clear bags, that would be GLoLady. She's walking around with hers. Those were her personal bags for her jewelry business. So, yeah, ask her because that's where they came from. Nothing like getting interrupted in the middle of the interviews. Come on over. Come on over.
I'm not finished.
No, you're not done, Keith. Okay. Economics in one lesson. The shortest and surest way to understand basic economics.
DVDs. I got the DVD, the 2000.
Over 1 million copies sold. Okay. Oh, 1984. Oh, there we go. For those of you who wonder and say you had no idea, it wasn't like you weren't told. It wasn't like you were not warned. Whether you have a book, what is the date of 1984? When was that?
40s, like 44 or something.
Let's see. Animal Farm was published 1945.
45.
Yeah, there we go. 1945, first published. 1945 was predicted that in 1940 or 1984. Yeah. And that was a fictional, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a total fictional story. And we are seeing it play out in reality in today's world.
Yes.
So it's not like we weren't warned. Oh, you know, it's pretty bad that you want to put me up there with all the other streamers. I like
This
that.
is 1946.
Oh, that one's 1946?
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
Economics.
Oh, that's the economics.
Yeah.
Wow. 1946 copyright. You think that we weren't told, that we didn't know what was going on? Wow. So what would you like to tell the world? What is your advice to the rest of the world now that you have read these books, and what do you think is important for the rest of the world to know?
You put me on the spot. I have no idea what to say.
Well, I mean, you are obviously not stupid because you have read and you understand what's going on.
Okay, I'll take that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot that it's like, even with these facts right in their face, they are still blind, and they still have their fingers in their ears and they're yelling na 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 as you're trying to tell them.
Well, listen, like for example, the reason I'm here is there's a talk show host, Mark Levin.
Mark Levin?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bunch of radio, so you have to listen to it.
Okay.
But what he was saying.
Name's
is that,
familiar.
Yeah. He's he was on Reagan's. I think he was deputy, just one of Reagan's directors.
He served under Reagan.
Under Reagan.
Okay.
He's a constitutional conservative.
Okay. Okay.
And he talks a lot of legal stuff, a lot of constitutional things.
Uh-huh.
He talks on the radio every night. But one thing he was saying when people were calling about, what other people should be doing, what should be happening, what people should be doing.
Right.
And he keeps saying, he says, you need to do something.
Whatever you're called to do.
Yeah, what kind of action?
What do you want to do?
What action should we take?
Yeah.
You need to take the action.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the things, for example, in the back of the book here, it says, what can you do about all this that's going on?
Uh-huh.
Give other people the book.
There you go. There you go.
Pass it along to other people.
Pass it on.
Yeah.
Or learn the information so you can share it
Right.
and tell them what the title of that book is correctly so that they don't search years and years to find
It's very hard for me to share because it's so much. It's so much, and it's coming from all directions.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
people go out and they target one thing and say, well, I don't like this, and I don't like what's going to happen here. Well, what about what's happening coming this way? What's happening coming at you this way? You got
Yes.
stuff coming at you from every direction.
Yes.
From all different people.
Yes.
You're sitting there targeting one person, you're getting shot from eight other different sides.
Yeah.
So,
That's exactly
I
true.
don't know what to tell people to focus on.
Right. Right.
There's too many things out here.
Well, it's I like to call it, that good early direction. Your gut part of this puzzle. So why wait for someone to tell you? Hear that still small voice of God telling you to go and do. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I used to work as a psychic medium in Casadega, Florida, way back in 2005 and 2006. And I'd be telling people about the crash that's coming, about the earth changes that we're experiencing. And people would prefer to think of me as a little on the crazy side than to consider what I'm saying just might be true. So I can just imagine the authors, if Orwell, it had to be fiction because way back then somebody to talk about this. Well, he was considered a little bit on the crazy side, wasn't he? Even if it was a fiction.
Right.
Fiction.
Wow, who dreamed of this book,
Right. Right.
But
Who would ever believe it?
I only read that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I was curious. Everybody's been talking about it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what did this book actually say?
Yeah.
And I pulled it out and read it. And it's funny because my kids just finished college, so maybe this would have been about 6-7 years ago. I learned that they were still had this as mandatory reading in high schools.
Wow.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that wasn't a mandatory when I was going to school.
Yeah. It might have been
I missed it.
mandatory, but I never read anything they told me to read.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, maybe it was a suggested. But yeah, no, I don't ever remember that being one of in any of my classes.
Right,
yeah. I don't know if I would have enjoyed it back then.
Really? Yeah, no. It's like, so it's just a story.
Yeah.
Never realized it was like
a prediction
of things to come.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even then we didn't believe it. It was like, oh yeah, that'll never happen here.
Well, it's kind of like growing up on the Jetsons,
Right.
the cartoon, the Jetsons,
Right.
where it has, you talk to the TV and the robot and this and that, and it's like the car that the spaceship that you fly to the next mod or pod or whatever.
I can call and talk to people on my watch now.
There you go.
Dick Tracy.
There you go. That's and who would have thought,
Really?
Yeah, it was. Oh no, we can't possibly. What? A phone that you can carry with you?
Yeah, wear on your wrist.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like a watch.
I mean, when we were kids, you know, we grew up with a phone that you had to remember the numbers. You had to push buttons for those numbers.
Push buttons. They have push buttons. Mine was rotary dial.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the rotary was even before the push buttons. That's right. I still remember those click, 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 click. Yes, no, I admit
I
it.
even remember my number from home.
Me too.
And it started out Ludlow 1.
Yeah.
Remember it was LU1 or something, you know, had some kind of name and a
Yeah.
number.
Oh,
It was
that's
the
how
first
yours
three.
was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. And every different area had a different name for their phone.
Oh, that's right. Now I'm remembering what you're saying. It took me a little bit because it's like, you know, wait a minute. And it's like, no, you're going way back.
Ludlow 1, 8924.
Wow.
And my sister still has that number at the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, I remember the old number, but we had moved away from Pennsylvania. What was it? 80s, early 80s, I guess. Yeah, and then that's when that number, when you couldn't transfer them.
Right.
So when you left, I mean, even though that was the number until I was like 18, 19, well, I guess it was when I was 21, it was like that number no longer existed. Or somebody else has it.
Well, I grew up in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
I'm from Southeast.
you're from Southeast? Where?
Fairfax Village, Anacostia. That's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, you see here, I thought you were talking about Southeast Florida.
No, I'm talking about Southeast,
Southeast.
D.C.
Okay, well, when I was a kid, we used to come to the zoo.
Right.
In location as into the zoo. Was it close to the zoo, or where was it? Or are you saying that where you grew up, the Southeast, is not a good location to grow up?
It was a wonderful location to grow up. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that down around Prince George?
That's right on the block. I live half a block from Prince George.
Away.
Yeah.
My
Right where
friend.
Pennsylvania Avenue goes out into Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, my friend lived down there in Prince George.
Yeah.
Grew up. That's where, well, part of his growing up was, yeah.
Well, I went to Anacostia. Anacostia is considered one of the rougher neighborhoods in D.C.
Oh,
I went to
gotcha.
high school there.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny, I was down in, I'm in Southern Maryland now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm listening to this lady, she's in the store. And see, at one time, Anacostia, back in the early days, Anacostia was Uniontown.
It was Uniontown? Okay.
Yeah. And this older lady,
Uh-huh.
she's a white lady.
Okay.
She's in the subway shop at the, talking to her friend at
Uh-huh.
Anacostia in Southeast.
Uh-huh.
And that's not because, you know, nowadays, you know, there's hardly any white people there at all.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know? And the whole time I was there was very few. And I said, oh, really? I said, I'm from Southeast. She looks at me, she goes, you're from Southeast? I go, yeah. She said, you went to Anacostia? I go, yeah. And you're from Southeast, huh? Oh, yeah. She said, well, say it like you're from there. So, I'm from Southeast.
Ah. So what, you changed your accent or something, but she's proud that, yeah.
Say it like you're from there, like you're proud of it.
Like you're proud of it.
Like
That's
you
it.
know you from there.
There you go. Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
from Southeast. So now, when everybody asks me, I say, I'm from Southeast.
There you go. There you go. And you lived to tell the tale.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up?
What was it like?
Yeah. Where you grew up? See, I grew up in the country. I ran the green fields in my bare feet. What was it like where you grew up?
Well, I jokingly say I was a hood rat.
You were a hood
No,
rat?
I'm just kidding. But no, because we lived up near Fort DuPont Park,
Okay.
which was like I said, up near the outer portion of Washington.
So it was a park close to. I mean, you guys got to run in the grass,
all
and
the time.
I mean, it wasn't a concrete jungle like a lot of places.
No.
So you know what freedom is.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were kids, we could run out in those green fields and we could just keep going.
My parents back then, they let us go run wild.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I take the dog, and I leave in the morning, go down into the park,
Yeah.
and disappear.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me where I was going.
Yeah.
They didn't care where I was going. As long as I made it back.
By supper time, you know, or you know, yeah. And it was a good childhood.
And you go anywhere you wanted to.
Yeah, for miles. You want to go play in the creek? You go play in the creek. Yeah, you want to just lay there and look at the clouds and talk to God? Yeah, that's it. You wanted to climb a tree and pretend it was a pony? I had a favorite one of those. Yeah. Favorite tree. That was my pony.
Well, we used to have this place called Sandy Hill down in the woods. Where, you know, it's kind of dropped off like a cliff. And we used to always go down there, way down in the woods to that place. Just to hang out.
Yeah.
Wide open spot. Sandy, you can play, run down the hill,
Yeah.
do different things.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Enjoy. Have a great childhood.
See, but I always like exploring. I just like going through the woods and going down different trails and going here and there. And I still do it today.
This bag is just.
I met my wife. She likes the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's why, you know, we get along. Cause, you know, we ride all through. That's how I know this area. Because we just ride all through the backwoods.
Yeah. Back roads. Yeah. Yeah.
Back country. We go all across the country. We just ride everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Very often, you know, if we have time, we take the back country. We load off the highway. And we just go. She's always like, what's down there? And, I don't know.
Exploring.
Let's
Yeah.
go see.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
what's down that road?
Yeah. Finding sweet spots, like I call them.
Oh yeah, we found Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg.
Oh, way cool.
Yeah, back when you didn't have
When you didn't have GPS, when you had a map,
you had a map,
and you knew how to read a map if you wanted to get anywhere.
right? So we're coming home from Denver because all the family's out in Denver.
Okay.
So we're driving home and we stopped in Tennessee.
Okay.
In Knoxville.
Yeah.
And stopped to get dinner. And I pulled out the island and go, okay, where are we going now? And I'm like, oh, look at that. There's a place called Ghost Town in the Sky. I wonder what's down there.
Oh, way cool.
And so we turned south.
All right, anybody else gonna paint with you?
Down through there. And all of a sudden, we see this town. That's like an arcade.
Yeah.
I mean,
The ghost town.
No,
Where?
no.
Oh, that wasn't the one?
No, Pigeon Forge is like an arcade. It's
Yeah.
like, go-karts and carnival and all kinds of arcades, all down the highway.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of place is this? This is almost like New Year's.
Uh-huh.
So it's cold and nobody's there.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is a very interesting town. Turns out Dollywood is there.
Yeah.
And so we get out, we go up to Gatlinburg. And then again, you know, this is 20 years ago. So it's still deserted in the winter.
Yeah.
And we go up to Gatlinburg, we go up to Great Smoky Mountains, to the top. The snow up there and everything. We come down the other side to the Cherokee Reservation.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. It's deserted here too. I said, all these damn Indians gone to Florida for the winter.
down to Florida with the other Seminoles.
I gotta take this phone call. I know this guy.
Alrighty.
Hello, Angelo. Monday or tomorrow? Not tomorrow?
I think those are already open.
Oh, dang. Really?
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, check it. I don't know.
I will have to check in to see about that. Rita, can you let me know where
Okay.
the bags are? Wow, you guys really are nasty today, aren't you? It must be the heat that it's affecting you. Yeah, I wasn't watching all of your comments while I was having a conversation with someone concerning some important books, some important reading. Call it Conspiracy, sequel to the international bestseller, None Dare Call It Conspiracy. Now, they had talked about, oh wow, open it right up, and there you have Rothschild, Rockefeller, pressure from above, down below. Oh, isn't that interesting?
I appreciate it.
Pressure from both sides. So all those haters that are on right now must be the pressure from below. Interesting.
Oh, you mean
So let's keep going.
long hair? Curly long hair. She's right there with her hair in a ponytail with black and short. That's her.
Go to your next color.
Let me know.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Chinese. Jimmy Carter, the insider's outside man. Ronald Reagan. The Conspiracy Today. Okay, let me see notes. Reagan not fought the establishment, but has become one with it. Too much government is still evil. Too much government run by a conspiracy seeking ever more power through whatever means it can on the way toward the goal of a new world order. And there you have where he received some of the information from the Conspiracy Today.
Look at the appendix in the rear. Oh, you know my favorite page was?
What's that?
Page 98.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Page 98.
I can let that dry and go over it again. And can make it nice and gray. Well, now you can't spray it yet.
World
Oh, you gotta do it
supra government.
Yeah, just let
So these are the names of, and this is from 48. Now the
No,
CF4.
from 71.
Oh, this
But
is
look,
from 71.
Look all the media companies.
Oh, well,
and
heck
media
yeah.
publishing companies.
And now nowadays it's like how many of them are even separate. Now how many of these are into one have been sold into one big what is that, black bar?
Yeah, but they all were. They always were.
Yeah.
Under one.
Do they have even Vanguard and BlackRock?
They all
There
have the
we
same
go.
names. Yeah, Vanguard and BlackRock.
Yeah, it's like how many of these businesses are under Vanguard and BlackRock now? Because that's a whole list of.
But in the back of the appendix,
Uh
when I say they name names,
huh. Okay. This is from the 80s, officers, directors, chairman of the board. No, this is, okay, right there's the appendices. Membership roster 87. Wow. Now, this is a membership roster for who? Is that the
CFR,
What is CFR?
Council of Foreign Relations.
Council of Foreign Relations. Imagine that. What is that, like the W World Economic Forum? Another name for it? That's what they called it way back when?
Because nobody was talking about these people.
Uh-huh.
You know, you hear Rush Limbaugh and other people, you know, they go on about all the different politics.
Uh-huh.
And they kind of like, you know,
Trilateral.
I think people became insignificant,
Wow.
but they didn't.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Oh yeah, they're
running
there.
everything.
They're running the show. They're just running it from a big yacht in the middle of the ocean, or they're not deserted, but their palace on an island somewhere, or Switzerland, or yeah. Oh, I don't know which way, guys. This lady did. I don't know who you're talking about because I didn't. Oh, so they're like really nasty today. The people on who are commenting. Because there's just some really nasty people. Like, why isn't this group is in D.C. with the rest of the Patriots? It doesn't matter what you do. You know, there's some people who just aren't happy unless they're complaining. And, you know, we're giving them something to complain about. You know? I mean, some people are woke and some people aren't. Whoa! Look at this! Whoa! The big kids had to try it out first! Yay! 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 I mean, to tell you the truth, it's a little bit on the cloudy side and there's a nice breeze blowing, so it's not quite as ungodly hot as it was earlier.
They're talking about 90s today. So
yeah.
It's gonna come in.
It's, yeah. It was warm. It was warm. I mean, it has to be warm if the water comes out there and it's evaporating before it's running down the hill. Yeah, it's a public shower, everybody. Look, it's a public shower. Yay! Everything being served was being done in gloves. It's like it is every time we eat. Oh, there has to be people who, whatever. I mean, that's what makes life more exciting. It's like some people just, So I don't even waste my breath anymore on people like that.
I can't watch those things. I'd be complaining too if I was watching.
What's that?
I said I'd be complaining too if I was watching. I can't watch these things.
What, the live streams?
Yeah.
When you've been with the convoy,
Yeah.
and then for whatever reason you need to go or whatever, you still want to be a part of the convoy. And I'll tell you, I really appreciated the live streamers, especially for the meetings, to know what was going on. Because just because we aren't here doesn't mean that we don't care and we don't want to know what's going on. So,
Well, that's how I found you guys. It was from the live stream.
oh really?
Yeah.
So you knew about what was going on, or?
Well, last week when I decided to come find you, the last I heard you was up in Hagerstown. So I looked on the live stream and I was going, okay, they're not in Hagerstown anymore. They're in Bunker Hill. I said, now I got to go down Bunker Hill and find you.
Well, that was cool that you did. How hard were we to find?
You mean physically or from the live stream?
From the live stream. I mean, was it easy to
I just
find
found the
us?
most recent live stream I can find. And somebody saying they was driving around Bunker Hill and heading here and there. And
Yeah.
I said, so they're in Bunker Hill. I said, I'm going to go down Bunker Hill and I'm going to find them.
Way.
Yeah.
So, did you find it by the signs or by people knowing the address, or?
Oh, Google Maps. I use Google Maps for everything.
Were we on Google Maps?
Well, Bunker Hill is.
Oh, Bunker Hill, yeah, but Bunker Hill, it's kind of like.
Well, I saw from the live stream you're close to the highway, and on one of them it shows the rally up by the Truist Bank. We're going, where's the Truist Bank? So first I put in the Truist Bank.
Yeah.
And I went looking up there. I think it's right there across from the Arby's or whatever.
Okay.
Shopping center. And I go, no. And I went and talked to some guy there, and he goes, I think you're up in what was the other place that you were last Saturday? Somewhere up in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I forget the name.
Oh, Sugar. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because that's where we had it that came and parked in the parking lot. Did you see that on live stream?
No, I
that
didn't
was
see
so
that.
disappointing.
Yeah. But he said they're up there. I said no. I said, they're not there today. They're in Bunker Hill. He goes, well, Bunker Hill's straight down the road there. I'm going, okay, I'm going to Bunker Hill.
So you came down 11?
Yeah, I came down 11.
And then that's when you saw us.
And I remember seeing the fireworks place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going quickly. I don't know. Yeah, it's unstable. Someone took garbage bags full of yarn. But
Yeah. Did you ever see the video with Biden talking about getting the attorney in Ukraine fired?
say what again?
You ever see the video where Biden's talking about? Maybe I can have on video. I'm talking about getting the attorney in Ukraine fired.
Oh yeah. That he was withholding the funds until they.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I was showing it to a friend the other day, and he read the book. I said, nobody sees the elephant in the room, do they?
Yeah. He came right out and said it.
Not only that. The other elephant in the room. The bigger elephant in the room.
Oh, the one that's in the basement?
No.
Which one's that?
Ooh. On that same video that nobody sees. On the backdrop.
Okay.
And he's sitting there talking with those two guys.
Okay.
They're sitting up on stage.
Uh-huh.
You know how everything has a backdrop now.
Right.
Where
Right. They have a fake office.
They have a fake office, but they have stenciled on the back wall the name of the organization.
What's that?
That's a short to you. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give it an ads.
No, the rally has not started yet.
Oh, you got this video. Oh, I don't want everyone to see this. How do you deny this?
Can you hear
I
it?
remember going over convincing our team, our
Oh, there we go.
convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another
Council
$1 billion
of
loan
Foreign
guarantee.
Relations.
And I had
Would
gotten
that
a
be
commitment
the
from Poroshenko and
CFR that book
that they would
is
take action
talking
against the state
about?
prosecutor.
That's the elephant in the room.
So they said that
Wow.
He's with the people. These are the people who put him in office.
CFR,
You're not the president.
Council of Foreign Relations.
That's why he's sitting there bragging. He's at home.
Yeah. And this,
He's in the inner chambers right now.
yeah.
6 hours. I looked, I said, I believe it was 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
There you go.
Well, son of a
Remember
bitch.
he was bragging about that? I remember that. But I never looked at that elephant in the room.
Right.
The first time I
Like
saw
a lot
it,
of people.
Right.
two people that just hated me.
Yeah, didn't you just see what we were streaming? Didn't you hear what we were just talking about? He was just showing you the backdrop of the CFR control of political parties. Right there we go. Right back to the CFR. Right here. CFR. Council of Foreign Relations, which means that it is not the United States. And people don't really care. Call it conspiracy. This is the sequel. None dare call it conspiracy. 50 years ago this book was written, and this is the sequel to it.
I remember, it might be in this book.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure exactly where I read it. Pretty sure it's in this book. Where back in the 80s,
Uh-huh.
they said there will be a black president.
There will be a black
And it won't
president.
change the course of where they're taking
Where
it.
they're, yeah.
Matter
Yeah.
of fact, it accelerated it.
Yeah.
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 But they said, it's like, it's not going to make any difference to anything
Yeah.
when he becomes president.
You know what? Way back, Obama had come into Asheville, North Carolina, and they were having a rally. You know, he was going out touring, and I wanted to invite him to come in and do an interview at the public access station. And then it's like we didn't even know if the station would be open because they were trying to take our funds, which they ended up taking in June of 2011 to silence us from exposing the corruption. But I wanted to invite him to come on and, have a talk. What are you all about? What's the, yeah, that's the importance of public access, getting the public's viewpoint. What's going on. What's going on in their local community? That's my fight.
You know how I saw the corruption when Obama became president.
Yeah.
Nobody talked about the fact that Obama didn't have a vision.
He didn't have what?
He didn't have a vision.
Right.
He didn't have any aspiration to be president. They brought him up. They go, "Oh, he's a great speaker. Let's make him a representative."
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't trying to be president of anything.
He wasn't. What do you call? That was Leah. Yeah. Leah. Hippie's daughter
Oh, Leah.
was painting.
Mia.
Oh, Mia. Why?
Mia.
Yeah, little Mia. Oh, here I thought it was. Her name was Leah.
Okay.
Little hippie.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. We're gonna move some of this stuff.
Okay.
This is where people are gonna eat.
Okay. And we're getting close to it. So where do we want to?
You're fine sitting there for now.
Where should I move these books? Where should I put these books?
He brought a bunch of books
Is that
for
the
the
one you
people.
brought?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to do with them? Are you giving them or selling? Oh, I got this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I'm keeping mine.
Are you giving them or selling them?
I'm giving them unless they want to use it for the
Auction?
For the auction.
Oh, okay. I'll call it. Or just sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria, you guys want any of these books? I can sell.
Don't fear the Reaper. Blue Oyster called. Before I saw who you were, I saw your shirt and I commented that my father had a 8-track Blue Oyster Cult. Don't fear the Reaper. Yeah, from when I was a kid growing up. So it was
I'm
like,
sorry, she's going to come and get some of the books and put them on shelves over there.
okay.
Take them.
Well, I guess that we better get out of everybody's way because it looks like things are getting moved around. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're going to be doing with these. Hey man, I'm standing up. Watch out. We're moving. Hang on, people.
Yeah. Okay. This is the one that Lori's been hanging around. You know anybody or you want it? Whatever.
Wounded Warrior Project. Okay. I will find somebody for this. Okay, here are your papers and these others. Put them like that. I have the one, so I might as well share them.
That's what they're for.
Thank you, Keith. I greatly
I just want to make sure
appreciate
there's
it.
plenty of them to go around.
Yeah, it was really nice having a conversation with you. Thanks for bringing those in. Because like I said, I don't remember who had shown me that book, and I was like, oh man, I really want one of those. Did he leave any more? And it's like, no.
There was a lady here last week.
I'm gonna try to fix this.
Might have been Beth. Had seen she read the original book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. See what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess we better get out of here. Nice to see you. Are you hanging?
Oh, I'll be around.
All right.
I'm just hanging. That's all I'm doing. Just
Oh, well, hey, I know we're going to have some good food, so you better be hanging.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it was gonna just be temporary, but
All right. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to put this back. And then we'll come back up and see if anybody else needs anything. There we have the misting tent. So anybody who's hot. There's 3 refills left. 2 piece. A few minutes. Full stream. Really. Easy. PTSD being whistle. All right, here we go. Let's go down here and check out the kitties. What up, Archer? How are you, little buddy? It looks like you're played out. Are you tired? What's the matter, huh? You're tired, baby? Yeah, look at those eyes. They're ready to go sleepy. And then we come down here and see what else is going on. And here we have the prayer tent.
Here comes trouble.
You know it. You know it. Do you guys know that we now have a misting tent?
Yes, I was just telling you.
I just felt
Over there, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna leave my chair and
I had a car with AC in it.
but
My car has AC in it. If I didn't have AC in mine, I wouldn't be here. I couldn't do it.
yeah, I know. I tried to put AC in mine, but I need it. Yeah.
Saying something that's just not that hard.
Yeah. It's like nothing like what you it looks like, are we starting out or what are we doing? Not quite sure what they're doing, but it feels warm under here.
It's warm, but there's a breeze down there.
Yeah.
At least it's shady. I lean forward when it's blowing.
Yeah, when it's blowing, but it's like, wow, I'm not feeling. There was a breeze coming through up there. That's why it's like,
There's more breezes up on top of the building.
yeah. Care Bear. Biden sucks an amazing mod for World Dorcas.
While you're van,
2001 Chevy Venture.
01 Chevy Venture.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so what do we have going on over here? Anybody know?
I think they're just visiting.
Aha. They're just self-contained.
That's Oreo.
Oh, that's Oreo's tent?
It's his white van.
Yeah, I knew it was his van.
He was sitting at 10 all up a while ago.
Oh, well then that's yeah, maybe some friends joining them. All right. Well, let's go tent hopping on the way back to the car. Yay! I'm so glad you guys found the shade. He's like, oh no, she found me.
I don't want to be on TV.
It's a good thing that it's not. Well, I guess maybe some people have it on their TV screens. At least it's saying 123 on here. I don't know what the numbers are exactly. We're going tent hopping before I make it back to my car to put in my book. Did you see Keith was here with books?
Hey, look at that. Come here, let me check you out.
Check me out.
I want your
Is that
ID.
Rob loaded?
If you can turn that stamp into a serpent, I will give you this. You gotta scan my teeth.
And I'm taking it these are some of your wife's paintings. Am I correct in that? These are some of your wife's works.
Not a lot. I'm just most of it's other stuff we just had in the house. My wife's work's a little risque for. These are friends of hers.
Oh, so you don't have her work here?
It was too risque.
Too risque.
Too risque.
Gotcha.
She like.
Well, look who it is.
You know what?
Hi,
I like
little
her too.
princess. Wow, I like that. That is really cool. So I guess it all folds up and then pops all out. And,
Real simple.
oh, I need one of those for my puppies. Yeah, where'd you get that at?
It was awesome.
Where did you get that at? Was it at a store or Chewy's?
Online.
Oh, wow. Really?
Maybe 45 on tax.
And it would fold up flat?
It has a roof too.
Oh, it does have a roof too?
Part of it's
A zipper?
Part of it's mesh. The
Uh-huh.
other part's like
A
plastic.
canvas.
Give shade.
Yeah.
It'll give shade.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I really like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look
I
and
to
see.
get her a little blanket for her too, but she likes to go under a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
They love their blankets.
Why is that? I don't know.
I don't know. It can be all hot
It's a
out.
breed,
Mine
though.
still like to go under the blankets.
It's a breed.
So this is where people come to get the free copy of the Constitution. Then.
Yeah, Steve's. I saw him walking up front. I think he's giving them away. Or
Yeah.
or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's always good if people can donate
Yeah.
money back, because that way we can keep
it's all for
replenishing.
donations. They're all for donations.
Wow, that's really cool.
I have no place. I moved my house. I have so much stuff. I didn't bring everything down because they didn't get back to me in time. I said I put a few things in the car.
Yeah.
I sold off a lot of stuff too,
Yeah.
but I just have no room.
Things.
I have things in my. I don't have a one-bedroom apartment now,
Yeah.
so I have no room for everything.
Yeah. Material things really just don't matter anymore.
Not really.
Not when it comes to people.
That's right.
You find out
Sure.
what things, material things are just material things in comparison. So we have some t-shirts here. There you see the prices of our t-shirts. And we have other things over here. Now, are these all raffle things?
No, they're
or
for sale.
These are all for sale? Wow, can you imagine anybody wanting a fan on a day like today? Whoa, and it's only $1 for one of those fans. You know what? I think a fan for $1 is a really good investment. Hang on, people.
You want one?
Yes, please. Yay!
Do you see the box of books? Yeah. Like right there?
These are the books up on that top shelf. Is that the one you're talking
She has a
about?
whole box of them. I'm just trying to.
Looks like some people are starting to arrive.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank you.
Just everybody parks on the other side of the fence and walks in, right?
Yes. And there's people that by the gate direction as well.
Unless they're handicapped.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us go.
Oh, sorry. Uh-oh.
You got that?
Are we glowing yet?
Always.
I'm glowing. Sweating
Yeah.
more out here than I ever did.
Glistening. Yeah.
I'm glistening.
I gotta go and find some water. It's
You got an ice chest back there with a little bit.
yeah, I have some in my car. Hello.
Chinese American Rebecca.
Yay, I thought I recognized you from Hagerstown.
Hagerstown.
Yep. Yep. Very appreciative of our Chinese American friends.
Yes, very appreciative.
Yep.
Very appreciative. That's
Yep.
GLoLady.
Yeah, I met you way back.
thank you for your service.
Oh, I thank you for your support.
I forgot my phone.
Okay.
Where are you? Way over there?
Yeah, for those of you, when we had first started the convoy around DC, and my first time I was at, or the underpass, or not underpass, but they were on the overpass, we went under, and there was this great big banner, Chinese Americans for Freedom. And it really touched my heart. And then when we went back to camp that night, here were the Chinese Americans with a free meal, and it was a warm meal, and it was cold, and it was very much appreciated. And then that was Wednesday or Thursday, I don't quite remember. And then they came back again on a Saturday, on that Saturday, and cooked for us. So here is a large assortment of flags. This is Bob. This is Bill's friend who was out here the other day right before it rained and had to put everything back in. And it was, people were going out on a convoy, and everybody was pretty well gone when the rain started, and it was a quick cover everything, pack everything up. So we didn't get to go around and look and see what all he had. So there we go. So now we get to come around and say, hey Bob. Here we have some hats. We have some more hats. So you can state your message and you don't even have to open your mouth. Oh, the breeze feels good. And that cloud cover in the sun feels even better. I'm gonna go back here and put away my book. And from this direction, all the way out there, that's my sweet spot that I like going to. Oh, there, Crystal. Okay, I'm seeing that. All right, so I guess that you guys can't. So I guess that means that let's go over here so I can put the book in my car, and then I will do that. I haven't been paying attention to the stream. I saw quite a few nasties on there, and it's like, you know, the pick your back that are making sense. Not that a lot of people on here are not making sense, and I think that the people who understand know what I'm talking about. Whew, baby, this car is hot. Oh, somebody wanted to see the porta potties. There you go. Oh, over aggressive mods. What else? Okay. Make Biden sucks a mod. Yeah, where's Biden sucks? Let me see if I can find them. Biden sucks. All right. Let's see. Add. Okay, Biden sucks. There you go. I have now made you a pit bull. Let me see if all is moving since the early days. I'm really disappointed no one going to DC to protest at the height of that height of publicity, opportunity, criticism, not. Oh, you're not. Like I said before, it's like pick your battle. And it's not my battle. So that's why I'm not there, period. Now, if you're talking about the Constitution, the First Amendment, that's my fight. I have learned that I can't spread myself thin. There was a point where I was Supermom, and Supermom crashed and burned. So I don't, as you notice, overextend, because I'm still recovering from Lyme's disease. And sometimes my speech is not the way it used to be prior to. How's that? The same as my energy and a lot of my physical functions are better some days than others. And, it is what it is. I don't overextend. And that convoy to hell, sorry, but my sacrifice was great. And if my freedom is at stake, then, I'm going to do what I got to keep it, because I enjoyed running those green fields as a child. Yeah, it was evil. That convoy, there were some Judases that were in the convoy. And anybody who was in that convoy, and yeah, it was not fun and games. It was a try to keep up in a cat and mouse, hide and seek, through the desert, through where you could not appreciate anything but driving and trying not to pee your frickin' pants until the next stop. Because if you got off to go to the restroom, the convoy was so far ahead of you and you had no idea where the destination was, that if you didn't stay with that convoy, you were lost 3,000 miles away from home. It was horrible. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and to have someone control your life with ill intent while they're living in an RV in luxury, and then they're gonna put you in places that don't even have a porta potty. Yeah, sorry, but that convoy was not fun and games. At least if you're not a masochist. That convoy was not fun and games. We did it because of the purpose, because of the principle, and the personalities made you want to quit so many times, but you're on a mission to succeed, and the only way is to join forces with like-minded people. And there's a lot of like-minded people who are patriots, who are freedom-loving patriots. And we're not in it for the ego or for the pat on the back or to make history, other than we need to stand up for the rights and the freedom that the trolls on here enjoy. Otherwise, the trolls on here wouldn't even be able to enjoy what they're doing if it were not the freedom of speech that we have. And even though we have freedom of speech, as I have stated, it's my sandbox. So if you're not going to play nice in my sandbox, then I have a right to say, you're out, you're done. Go find another dog to suck their energy off of. Whether you're a flea or a tick, you're sucking blood. You're sucking lifeblood. And we can't afford people like that when we have a job to do, a fight in freedom. Yeah. Yeah. That's Pisces, Pisces. Neptune and Pisces. Both dealing with. And, there's a lot of poison in the water. And then you have to remember, poison in the water, we're 75% water? We're putting poison in our body all the time. No, Max Flower, that's something I haven't done yet. I don't know when they're, what day it officially began. That's something that I'll have to check out and do it in comparison with the United States chart, because we're coming up on an anniversary. So that's something that I'll have to check out. It's doing this, doing that, doing a bunch of different things, and I'd have to go through and get some things in order to do a proper chart. But I will be doing something of such. Peach pie. I myself like cherry or blueberry. Peach is good. Apple has to be done in a certain fashion. I don't really like hard apples in apple pie, but some people do. I'm smelling good food. So, we heard the dinner bell ringing. I don't know if you guys all heard the dinner bell ringing. But we have some good food, some good chow that is being served. So we're going to go up here and check it out. Walk through the tent where it's cooler. Got a couple of other streamers around up here. Aha, there he is. Oh, not too much. How about you? Yeah. Yeah. And it's like she has the cooling rag. I've got to go get mine out of my cooler.
I gave me one last week when I was here, and I had a CV antenna I put up on there for
Hey, I got told if I put it in the
Oh, I hate when that happens. I've lost a cup or two. Yeah.
real great place.
Okay, we're in line here. Yep.
Silverware is right next to the patriotic napkin.
So you get to figure out what you want to eat, and it looks like it's really delicious food. Oh, look at that dessert. Man. Oh.
Cherry cheesecake.
Oh. I was just talking about my favorite cherry pie, and it's like, oh, that's even better. There we go. Let's see if we got some. I'll give from you. I guess eating first.
The answer to that is yes.
Well,
Barbecue.
who knows if the guests are eating first? I know that there were a couple of guests that were eating first. We all know how it is around here. When that dinner bell rings, you better get your butt in line. What you eating? Is that ice cream? Chocolate brownie? What? Yeah, I know. I saw the cherry cheesecake. So what is there, chocolate too? Ooh, because you is special. I know that I would like some of your chicken, barbecue chicken. A barbecue, please. Oh, thank you. There we go. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh, pasta salad. Oh my goodness.
You can't have it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, brownie and peanut butter. Could I have a little bit of both? Just like a half a portion of both of them?
Barbecue plate. Bring me a plate.
Do you hear him?
You can give me a portion though.
No, if you would have said it was peanut butter, and that's what I'm a Hershey girl. So when it comes to chocolate and peanut and cheesecake, I don't know which I like the best. So
You're buying.
I'll let you know.
Skip to the end like I
Thank you. Did you bake it? Thank you.
Chocolate fudge or cheesecake with strawberries.
All right.
Cherries, I mean.
Looks good. Okay, I gotta go back over and grab a drink and a napkin.
Brian? Can we borrow your knife?
Where's yours? Here.
We have
Chicken.
we got ice in the back.
Leave the patriotic. That are slowly filing in. It's a hot day. If I was out there, I think I would want to be sitting in a cold AC if I had a choice. So I'm not going to blame them if they didn't want to come out in the heat. I mean, really, would you want to? I guess that's why you're not. All right, let's fix this. So we can just hang and watch, and I can keep an eye on the complaints now because I'm not walking. Hey.
I just came for a hug because I didn't get one when I got here yesterday.
Oh, I'm all nice and sweaty.
I am too.
I'm glowing. I'm glowing.
There's a cooling tent over here.
I know. I'm gonna, yeah, the misting.
Go on there and spray water on yourself.
Yeah.
Spray. It's a misting tent.
Oh, you spray?
Yeah.
That's hooked up to a hose. I didn't know they had a hose out here.
That comes from the water. There's no water.
No, that water comes from the building.
They fill that tank up over there from that hose. I didn't know they had electricity.
No water, no electricity. It's cheaper to have no water, no electricity. We have water and electricity. We bring it. We run it.
Well, Black Bear, you obviously weren't here to know. So, the question is, what have you done for your freedom?
Are people on there complaining about?
What's that?
Are people on there complaining about how what they've done for their freedom?
No, they're complaining about us sitting in a parking lot begging for money.
Hold on. Us sitting in a parking lot and
begging for money.
And begging.
Yeah. Here, would you like to give them your 2 cents?
My question is, what the hell have they done for their freedom?
That's what
it was handed to them. Mine was paid for in blood.
There you go.
And a lot of it. It's called the military. How many of them had the balls to join that? None of them. So if you have never spilled blood for your freedom, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'll second that motion.
Bunch of fucking cowards. Want to sit at home and judge somebody else because they're standing up for their freedom because they ain't got enough balls to do it themselves.
That's it. That's it. Well, when they start to come for us, I wonder what you'll be saying then.
I got a better one. You don't like my flag, my country, my constitution? You don't think your rights are worth standing up for? Pack your shit and leave. Ain't nobody making you stay here.
There's another country. You don't have to be here.
Exactly.
That's it.
Ain't nobody forcing you to stay here. You don't like it, leave.
Well. Hey, can we raise money to ship them to China? I heard that people who visit China are disappearing.
We can raise money to send them to hell.
I like that.
Wait a minute, no. We don't want to send them there because I sure as hell don't want them in my house.
No. You know, yeah, there's been a lot of, you tell it, bro. Tell them, Brian. Free Speech USA. So true, they sit behind a keyboard. Amen. Damn, you just shut them up.
Hail to the dogs of war.
You say, yep, you shut them up. Next time I'm out and about and they're giving me grief, I'm gonna, Brian, would you please shut them up?
Over the internet, I use words. They stand in front of me and I gotta shut them up. They ain't gonna like how I do it because it's gonna cost them a $100 hospital bill. Because the last boy that stood in front of me and ran his mouth about my country cost him a $152,000 hospital bill in the ICU ward.
Wow.
You don't cuss my country. You don't cuss my flag or my Constitution. People that want to run their mouths about them, stand in front of me and say it. Show me what kind of balls you got. Because until you do that, all you are is a big ass pussy.
There
and
you
your
go.
words don't mean a damn thing.
There you go.
And see, when I was growing up, we didn't have internet. We didn't have computer screens to hide behind. We stood in front of you and ran our mouths, and you got laid the hell out.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Now all these cowards are hiding in their mama's basement behind a computer screen. And when you meet them in public, they turn into pussies and run.
Yep. That's true.
I'm sorry. I'm the type of person,
You tell it like it is.
I'm a peaceful person by nature. I am very peaceful. But there's things in this world I won't stand for. Okay?
Yep.
This is my country.
Yep.
I fought for it. I've bled for it. I've killed for it. What the hell have you done?
Amen to that one. Other than critique someone who has done something.
So what do you think of these idiots that's protesting the fact that Roe versus Wade got overturned?
What do I think about it?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I got my chicken
It's not a choice. I've never chosen to have an abortion, but that's me. Now, I like to see things on both sides. I have people, family, friends that have, but that was their decision. I didn't make it for myself, but I understand how those backdoor abortions to people who desire one creates a lot of death in itself also. I think that if we are so pro life, that if someone was desiring an abortion because of being a single mother and can't afford, or for whatever reason, most people who get abortions, I don't think that they take it lightly, but we don't have options for them either, or enough.
Let's see if you can keep up with this one, okay? Okay, Roe versus Wade was a joke. Okay, I'm glad it was overturned. Okay, I can understand why a woman would want to have an abortion if she was raped. However, the good Lord gave her a child because He thought that was what she needed and going to destroy it. But yet most of these people say they're God-fearing, but you're going to destroy something He created. You just made yourself a straight-out liar. Secondly, okay, 90% of these women that are screaming, my body, my rights, are the ones that's going around making the choice to spread their legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry to start with and having a child as the consequences of it. They're just looking for somebody to justify their right to murder simply because they are not adult enough or woman enough to live up to the consequences of the choices they make. And I can tell you right now, anybody, for any reason that would abort a child would have no respect from me.
What if the
And as
child
far as I'm
was
concerned,
not
because see,
compatible with
hold
life?
on, let me finish. All these women are screaming, my body, my choice, but they fail to realize this one. What about that child's body and that child's choice? You're stripping them of theirs, which makes you a hypocrite as well. You scream my body, my choice, but here's the thing. But here's another one though. All these women screaming my body, my choice. But these are the same women that are screaming, you need to be vaccinated. My body, my choice. Take that one and shove it.
Well, what do you consider? At what point is a pregnancy a pregnancy? Is it 2 cells? Sure. Is it a blastocyst? Is it 18
This
weeks?
is a fact.
Is it 20 weeks?
This is a fact. This is a fact. Death. Do you know what classifies death?
I was there. I know what.
No. Do you know what is classified as death?
Absence of life.
Brain death. When the brain dies. So the second that child shows any sign of brain activity, it's alive.
So then it's okay with you before that brain death. 8 weeks would be okay with you.
No.
There's no brain activity in 8 weeks. There's no even. Well, there's art.
Here's the thing. Here's
no
the thing
brain
about
activity.
that. Here's the thing about that. This is something that has been proven. At 2 weeks of pregnancy, that child is already showing signs of brain activity.
No.
Yes.
Not at 2 weeks.
Yes.
At 2 weeks, it's still a bunch of cells.
It's still showing signs of brain activity
Not even,
because those bunch of cells,
It's not even.
for the rest to grow, is the brain itself. That's already been proven.
At what point do you think a soul enters the body?
The day of conception. The man upstairs has already chosen his soul for it.
So it has a soul with 1 cell. It has a soul with 2 cells. It has a soul with 3 cells.
Yep.
It doesn't even have a heartbeat then.
It doesn't need one to have a soul.
I think a soul enters a body at the moment of birth. And that soul has picked that mom and pop to be their baby.
It doesn't have to have a mind. It doesn't have to have a mind or a heartbeat to have a soul.
I got it. It's mine. I'll move it. I thought it was that
But I can tell you right now, you want to take the life of something that can't even defend itself? That is probably one of the cowardice moves I have ever seen. That would take somebody of the lowest life form to ever crawl the face of the earth to kill something that can't even defend itself.
Well, what about a child that's not going to be compatible with life the moment it's born? Is that a child that should be voluntarily terminated?
No.
They
had just the right at the chance of life as anyone else. And I can tell you right now,
that having that baby risks the life of the mother. What if having the baby risks the life of the mother? You're going to save the baby over the mother?
Yes.
Yes. Why? You're going to kill the mother.
I'll tell you why. Without our children, we have no future. Children are our future.
Well, that's what he thinks, even if it's not going to be viable, it's going to give birth. Oh, a fallopian pregnancy. Oh yeah, no, a fallopian pregnancy.
That's a whole different ballgame. That's a whole different ballgame.
But it can get to 8 weeks in a fallopian tube before it ruptures. It can get to 10 weeks before it ruptures a fallopian tube.
But still, they're both going to die.
My wife is a retired OBGYN doctor.
But still, they're both going to die with a fallopian tube pregnancy.
They had to make sure she wasn't like two. And she wasn't, because obviously she's walking around alive with her.
The whole point is, most of these women nowadays are walking around, spreading their legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and just want somebody to justify their choice of murder.
The point is they're using abortion as birth control.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's only 3 days in an entire month a woman can get pregnant. If you either pull out, use a condom, a diaphragm, you can't get pregnant during those.
Bullshit, because diaphragm condoms are not 100% guaranteed.
98%.
if it's not 100%, there's still a chance.
Okay, so where there's a chance, but that's a far cry less than just indiscriminate sex.
I've got a friend of mine.
Birth control.
I've got a friend of mine who's on birth control for all 8 of her kids. I know that was
Well, that's extremely rare. And I can tell you, my wife practiced OB for 35 years. That's extremely rare.
They're starting the meeting.
The items are going to be on our live auction in a little bit. We also have a silent auction going on. It's called a Chinese auction style, where you can get raffle tickets and then put your ticket in the different items.
Come right on in.
And then we also have our official 1776 restoration t-shirts and hats available for sale, as well as our contributions and some other artwork and hats from our other vendors and flags. So feel free to browse around. We have a ticket zone over there for your kids, and we have food to my back to my left. Alright, so
And the chicken has fall off the bone.
Oh, I know. I had to get one.
Yeah.
Why? That's more like it because it's politically expedient at a certain point. They want the.
So yeah, this is the way I like chicken. Yeah. Fall off the bone and moist.
That is very good.
These other something political history. So okay, what is that? Well, you see Congress, they get spoiled. Everything they did was spoiled. Spoiled.
DC's close enough. That had flowers on it. That was really impressive. This is a makeup. But you know what? It's made out of the same material as your dress on. And it's less see-through than the dress.
Now this is legal. It's a political crime. Now it's legal.
Still alive?
Yeah, we have like 3 hours on here right now.
That chicken is amazing.
Well, I gotta sit down for just a minute.
I'm not in the queue line, am I? I'm not.
What's that?
Want me to move?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's joking around, right?
I think so. She's
No, Blackberry, you're the reason you're watching Point Fingers because of dumbass comments out of your fucking mouth.
Hey.
Hey, I tell them straight out how it is.
It's okay, not here, not online.
They were legalized in local areas, essentially all over the
Sometimes you get mad enough you want to.
You know what's funny? Still run his mouth on TV screen, stand in front of me and say it.
I don't have something absolute.
Now you know better now.
Let's hope he ain't that stupid.
Wait a minute.
As if they overturned
We still haven't tried the fryer yet. We haven't seen Jerry cheese. And move it over there. It's going to be the kitchen. It's going to be like a little cafe.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
That looks good, but I Oh, it's really good.
It's supports my first, but it's really
I haven't beaten out. Sunglasses and all that.
This is my first daughter. I just
I usually buy stuff like that for me and my daughter, but she's not here, so. Cut her bats. Yeah. She comes home on the 11th because I'm staying here till the 11th. And then I'll be home for a month because I volunteer at a music festival that they have in New Hampshire. And then I'm coming back up hopefully for the whole month of August.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. This is the tent where, as you see, people are eating. We have some guests that are right outside here sitting in the shade. And then you have, there's people that are sitting in the shade. And then you have the dedicated live streamers who are out in that beating sun. And yes, that sun is still beating. So I am going to stop the streaming because you've been hanging out with us all afternoon while we were prepping for the rally. And I'm going to see about that yarn, Rita. And I'll be back on probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be back on later today. Like I said, there's a lot of people here who are streaming, and as long as it's being covered, that's the important thing, to get the information out there. So I'm going to let you watch the other streamers because they're going to be getting the rally from a good point of view. And I am not going to stand out in the sun because I can't stand out there in the sun. That would sap my energy, and I'd be good for nothing the rest of the day. So y'all have fun. I'll probably go back over and look at all the crazy comments that were left today, and I'll know who to keep an eye out for. Who's being naughty and who's being nice. Remember, it's my sandbox. Love y'all. Go have fun.